Zechariah chapter 14:13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be amongst them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. First and foremost, we begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. That's how to get the honors to our teachers, the head apostle, the elders of Great Millstone, and taught all of us 100% truth according to the Bible, who rule well, teach well, and that's how to get up show one to the other side, bishops and the man's on down. Peace and safety to the hopeful elect, and much love to the Icons, because of full winds, pushing His best words, the city, and the truth. This is part 2 of the love of many waxing cold. The lesson I did out there on the highways and byways, I'm making this a part 2. Zechariah 14:13, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be amongst them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hands of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Why? For the lack of bread, for the lack of food. Ain't gonna be nothing to eat out here, man. And what days they talking about? The days they were living in now, man. Everyone, man, is gonna be going at it soon come, man. Because the Lord says He's bringing a famine. And we seen how it was when it was a gas shortage. These people wasn't giving a damn about each other. They was fighting at the gas station, man. So how much more in this day, man? You see, look. The scriptures say, man, look, your neighbor is gonna be against neighbors, man. You see, it's gonna go down soon, come, man. Your neighbor that you been cool with this whole time, y'all been chilling, y'all been hanging out, y'all been kicking it out on the weekend. You may have been cutting their grass. You see, all that's gonna go out the window soon come, man. You see, when this day come, what the last part say? And they shall lay hold everyone on the hands of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor, man. Because the love of many shall wax cold. And the street said, man's like had no pity upon his neighbor. Back in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. We read that when I was in byways, you see? Spoiling their goods, taking their resources. You see, because there's going to be a lack of bread out here, man. It's going to be great tribulation, man. These are the times that we're living in. People are not going to be giving a damn about each other, man. You see? And if you got resources or whatever in your crib, like food, water, your neighbor is pretty much plotting, man. You see? Your neighbor is going to be, your neighbor's going to go inside your crib, man. Especially if they know you've been bringing in groceries. You see, that's why you got to be careful, man, when you coming from the grocery store, man. Especially if you live in a neighborhood, like if you live in the hood, whatever. Look, you most definitely got to be in your P's and Q's, man, because you never know who's watching, man. You see, it don't got to be your neighbor. It could be the man down the street, man. You see, somebody always watching, and they waiting for that moment for all hell to break loose. Then they're gonna make their move. That's how real shit better get out here, man. Cold, man. It's gonna get real cold out here, man. And on top of that, look, you're gonna have family members, cousins, you know, things of that sort, fighting over food, fighting over the last loaf of bread, the last can of tuna, the last pack of beef jerky. You see? You know? All that, man, because look, a famine is coming, man. Get ready to see these things, man. That's why we need Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and His protection, His mercy, man. Because if the Lord's not with you, you Israelites, look, you pretty much through, man. Okay? And then look, this is Bible prophecy, right? Let's go to Matthew Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10. I think I'm going to start at verse 35. Get to the point. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And that's pretty much going into division. The Lord's coming to divide. You see? So if a family is together, the Lord's going to cut that family into two. You have a car war, right? You just cut it in half, you separating, right? That's what the Lord coming to do. He's coming to separate, man. Verse 36, and a man foes, a man enemies should be they of his own household. And what it says in give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. What it says in the NLT? Had to make sure it was the NLT. It says read it in the KJV. This is what it says in the NLT. Your enemies, meaning your foes, will be right in your own household, man. In your own damn house. You see? You might be staying with with your woman or whatever. You see? You and her gonna be fussing and arguing, fighting each other, man. You see? Or you might stay with, cousins, aunties, uncles, whatever. Look, y'all gonna be going at it soon come, man. Because the street said man foes, the man enemies gonna be they of his own household, man. Everybody ain't your family, man. Like they say they are, man. When all hell break loose that day, look, in that day, it's gonna show. And if you're not part of the hopeful elect, they're gonna turn against you, man. You see? They're gonna turn against you. Look, the streets say that a brother is gonna deliver his own brother to deletion, man. That's cold, man. That's cold. And this is gonna happen to some of us in the truth, because you got brothers in the truth that have actually blood brothers in the truth, and they're gonna turn on them, man. You see? It's gonna get real cold out here, man. Repent, turn back to the Lord, man. Continue to pray for mercy. Pray that the Lord be with you. All right? Because it's gonna get cold out here, man. People are gonna wax cold and look, most definitely turn against you. It's either you or them. That's what it's gonna boil down to. You think these people are gonna choose you over them? Come on now. Still in Matthews, because I made that point that a brother's gonna pretty much your brother gonna betray you. He's gonna deliver you up. Right here, St. Matthew 10:21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death. And the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents. And we see that, man. We see that, man. And cause them to be put to death. In the NLT, a brother will betray his brother to death, man. Just like Judas betrayed Yahushua, man. Your brother gonna betray, if you in the truth and you have a brother that's also in the truth, hey, he may betray you. He may just betray you. Because the scripture say a brother will betray his brother to death. Your own flesh and blood is going to turn against you. And look, and deliver you unto death. Something to think about, man. Because this is going to happen to some of us, man. Our own flesh and blood is going to betray us, turn against us, and have us killed. Okay? And look, did not the streets say that Jake would have an evil eye towards his brother? That's talked about in the scriptures as well. You can read that in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. That was one of the curses. And it says, and the father the child, Right, you're gonna have what it says, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. You see, and that's what you're seeing. Okay, you know, you got you know, you've been reading these articles on these different apps. Okay, the Guardian, the New York Post, the News Breakout, Smart News. Okay, every day, something is going on, man. You got you hearing about fathers deleting their kids, and vice versa. You're hearing about kids, deleting their parents, setting up their parents, having them killed, and you're gonna see a lot more of this. Okay, why? Because the love of men is gonna wax cold. These people are waxing colder and colder by the day. And these things are going to continue to go on leading up to the return of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And this is going to be happening a lot more on a massive scale, man. These are the times that we're living in. Okay? You want to know what time we're living in? We're living in a time of evil. Okay? Chaos. Okay? We're living in a time of betrayal. Okay? Your own so-called family are going to turn against you, man. And may try to put you to death. Okay? We're living in a time the love of many waxing cold. It's going to get even colder, man. It's going to get even colder. It's getting colder now. Okay? You see how these people are acting towards each other? These people out here don't like each other. Everybody is at odds with one another. Okay? Being evil towards each other. Except for the elect. Okay? The only love out here is pretty much the brotherhood. Okay? While everybody else is pretty much fighting like cats and dogs. Okay? So, turn back to the Lord, man. Get down with Yahweh Shema Shah. Or look, before somebody get down on you. Because the times that we're living in, and how these people are acting nowadays, anything can happen, man. Why could the love of many shall wax cold, man? I mean, neighbors, your family members, certain loved ones are going to go at each other soon come, man. You see? It's gonna get real cold out here, man. Real doggy out here, man. So, repent, turn back to the Lord, and most definitely pray, man. Constantly pray to Yahweh B'Ashim that He protects you, man. For real, man. Because the love of many shall wax cold. Shalom.